you've always really been an independent songwriter. You've written songs start to finish, everything about it, chord changes, lyrics, melodies. And so for you, the idea of collaborating is intriguing. And you asked me some questions that to me were like, well, how would you not know that? It's because you don't collaborate. Most songwriters that are, individual artists writing their own stuff that never collaborate would ask those questions you asked. And, Mick had brought up in our previous interview that, you get together with somebody and you've got this good chorus and you just sit down with the person. And so you asked me, is like, do you tend to have people who are great chorus people and great verse people and great music people? And so the answer is yes and no. But when you're collaborating with somebody, you bring something to the table. If you bring a completed song, let's say you brought me one of your songs and you said, okay, here it's done. Now let's collaborate on it. Then it typically doesn't work because you're going to be so comfortable with what you already have that any change is going to feel almost insulting. And then secondly, the person you bring it to is going to be like, well, what do you need me for? This is already done. So You usually bring something. Sometimes it's a guitar riff. Sometimes it's a melody. Sometimes it's just a hook or a lyric, something. You bring some ideas with you to the room. And the person you're with, one or two people, whatever it might be, they bring something to the room. And then you throw things on the table and then you pick something to work on. And then you go, all right, this song, we're going to work on this song with that title, that hook. And you've got a nice chorus and you've got a lyric kind of started. Let's build on it. So it's kind of like cooking where somebody, you got a kitchen full of stuff and you have multiple people cooking and somebody comes in and says, I have this really cool ingredient I brought. Now let's cook something rather than cooking the whole thing yourself.
I've done this with you before on looser sort of, casual Lonnie and Kevin just stuff. Hey, I've got this song, and you'll be like, well, hey, what about this or what about that? I would be bringing it to you with the idea that, yeah, we're going to collaborate and fix it and change it and make it better. Not here's the song, let's do it.
Well, you'd be surprised. So many writers have the best of intention. They're good-hearted people that wrote a song and they truly do mean it when they say the words, let me know what you think. But then when you actually go, okay, this is a business. I'm not going to tell you you're pretty. I'm going to tell you what's ugly. I'm going to dig in there and I'm going to try to find the thing that could be better. So often when you collaborate with somebody that's got a more completed idea, they're going to get really uncomfortable involuntarily. They don't want to go, no, you can't do that. But it feels weird, man, when somebody goes, the thing you did isn't great, or the thing you did could be better, or let's cut this line that you love. That gets difficult versus when you come with just ingredients and together you create that thing. Then there's less discomfort in the process. You and I have a working relationship where you can bring something to me or I can bring something to you and you can just go, yeah, it's not my thing. And I really don't dig that chorus or, you really didn't need to do that section or musically, this is getting on my nerves, maybe change it up. If you're going to collaborate with somebody, it's a fantastic idea to have a collection of ideas. They might be, you've got some song titles or you've got a chorus that's roughly thrown together. Try not to get it too far down the line before bringing it to your collaborator or collaborators, because
in an established relationship and all that stuff,
we're talking about kind of like a writing tank where you and I go, hey, we're going to write together. I'm not necessarily talking about you as an artist bringing a 3.5 minute song saying, can you make it better? I'm talking about, we're going to write for Katy Perry. We're going to write a song that hopefully Katy Perry picks up. I've got a song title. It's The Moon is Purple and Falling. There's my song title, right? And I bring that to the table and you go, what does that mean? And we start to work. I'm talking about that kind of a collaborative situation, which is what Mick
Right.
is talking about. When you come into the room,
Yeah.
you bring a variety of elements, and whatever resonates with that other person, you tend to start working on it.